Strange days indeed. You see, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. All right, can I tell you a personal story? So, in October, I went to Las Vegas to go to my cousin's wedding. And when we were sitting on the runway, the plane was delayed. And then it struck me like, oh my God, have these air traffic controllers been furloughed? So I went up and I asked the cockpit people, are they furloughed? And they're like, yep. I was like, holy shit, that's bad. And I thought it was so weird because like 70% of all the bots for a year and lately have been saying like, now that government shut down, we should get rid of it completely. And I was like, well, then who the fuck is going to be an air traffic controller? You know? Anyway, you see, as your planetary defense commander, I believe we should take excellent care of our soldiers, our police, our first responders, and definitely our air traffic controllers. Plus, I've always thought we should feed every animal and human every day. Like, we've reached that point in civilization where you can do it. You don't have to feed them lobster and Swiss cheese every day, but like feed everybody and every animal every day. That's like step one to like a super civilization. Anyhow, and so I've been saying since the shutdown, I don't know, man. Like having a bunch of air traffic controllers who aren't getting paid is just a really bad scene, man. So yeah, pretty please can Republicans and Democrats work it out to get the government up and running again so that our skies are safer. But like the main conversation of the last week or two or three has been about food stamps and who's going to be New York's mayor. Here, Andy Ogles, which is a representative from Kentucky, it's like, wake up, New York. 9/11. I guess he thinks the guy who's going to win the New York mayor is from Saudi Arabia. Anyway. And then a UPS plane crashed today in Tennessee. No, wait, I flipped that. The representative is from Tennessee who posted a 9/11 thing about New York. But the plane crash today was in Kentucky. And Kentucky's a lot closer to Tennessee than New York, I think. I don't know, I have to look at geography. Yeah, it's a horrible plane crash. And there was a crypto crash. We live in strange days indeed. And here's a chart for the Magnificent Seven stocks, which are all like Nvidia, Apple, Google. And so, like, I don't really think a New York mayor is going to stop this $300 trillion AI all robot economy train or be slowed by it, you know. But I also think the term socialist, communist, even capitalist went out the window in 1999. We're in the 2000s, man, just at the very start. Kind of like the 1900s, like when it was like 1925. Well, I guess the year 1025. So, like, we're in the new shit now. Anywho, speaking of back then, like they used to say Venezuela was a socialist country. But in 1934, they had 10,000 Standard Oil rigs there. That doesn't sound very socialist to me. This guy's a Porsche pirate. And now he's a smurf. But that's probably AI. You know? Hey, a week from now, should I drive to Oklahoma and go see Billie Eilish in concert. I saw Blackberry Smoke at Billy Bob's on Saturday. They were fantastic. And Mr. Starr is an incredible vocalist and an amazing guitar player. Mars has left Scorpio and is now in Sagittarius. Can you feel it? And I don't know, I guess Billie Eilish said it somewhere that she thinks billionaires should donate more money to, people. And then all the blue checks were like, fuck you, lady. We love billionaires. They're the greatest human beings on earth. And I'm like, well, you're probably a lot of people are probably paid to say that, and then they say like 75% of those people are bots. I don't know. Everything is strange. And I appreciate you. I think you are awesome. But yeah, definitely stay cool. Play defense. Things will probably get weirder. Governor Abbott was like, join me in a moment of silence for New York City. Thoughts and prayers. Man, why do y'all think mayors have so much power? Who's the most powerful mayor you can name in the history of America? But it's weird if like something major happens in the city, people be like, we blame the mayor. I don't know. Do you guys even know what a mayor does? I think this year's been the most layoffs in the USA since 2008-ish. And the markets were definitely rattled today. Smoke them if you got them. And I think Texas is pretty good at handling things. So I ain't really worried about what's happening. Who's mayor in New York. I've been worried, kind of freaked out for like 3 weeks over the air traffic controller situation. I mean, that's a complicated process. And you got tons and tons and tons of, imagine not paying those people for 30 days plus. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, Trump just tweeted. Trump wasn't on the ballot and shutdown were the two reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight, according to pollsters. And like the biggest blue check accounts on Twitter have spent like 2 or 3 weeks just dunking on people who are on food stamps. And I want to remind you again, there are a bunch of elderly on food stamps. There are a bunch of soldiers on food stamps. There are a bunch of people who work full-time jobs at like Amazon and Walmart who are on food stamps. So I don't know. It's just not the best look, especially in front of Thanksgiving and Christmas. Dude, anyway. Earlier today, it was announced that the Department of Transportation might be forced to shut down airspace in certain parts of the country if the government shutdown continues into next week, per U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. So yeah, if both parties could work together and Republicans blame Democrats and Democrats blame Republicans. I just do want to point out, though, that Republicans do have the presidency, the House, and the Senate. So, I don't know. You don't have to agree with me. But hopefully, everybody talks about free speech. I can still have my opinion, and it's usually super pro-human. And we definitely need more stability and less fighting. The Department of Transportation may shut down the airspace in parts of the U.S. if government shutdown continues into next week. 50% of air traffic controller facilities are facing shortages. 13,000 air traffic control employees are working without pay. Almost everybody's got to drive to work. That costs gasoline. You got to keep your inspection sticker up, oil changed, food. I don't know, man. It's just a crazy situation, which I've been saying the whole time. How do you feel about it? Anywho, it's still Scorpio season and will be for like 19 more days. But Mercury's now Sagittarius, and So is Mars. Oh, yeah. And I think on the 9th, Mercury goes retrograde. So, for the love of God, please end the shutdown before Mercury goes retrograde. Pretty please and thank you. So, how are you doing? Sidebar, is now a great time to mention that. So, I'm going to do a fundraiser over the next 7 days to see if I can raise money to go see Billie Eilish. Was it 2020 when her song Everything I Ever Wanted came out? Man, I listened to that a million times. Reed Timmer is sniffing mid-November, severe weather. Oh, hey. So, interesting. And, for all the press about that comet, A3, whatever, that was going to go to Mars, it's like a zillion miles away, and people are like, it's a spaceship. Yeah, what data did you use to figure that out? And how's it going to affect us? I guess comets are like mayors in that way. So yeah, November is going to be pretty wild. So stay cool. Be patient while driving. Try to be kind to others. Stay aware of your situation. Have some love in your heart. Kindness and forgiveness if you can. And I only show boobs, but not the nipples, when it's really doomy. And it seems like for non-billionaires, non-millionaires, the economic data has been pretty bad this year. Major typhoon might hit the Philippines. And it's crazy how they keep putting statues of like crypto people and people who super love crypto in front of the big phallic thing in Washington. And everybody's like, yay. CZ, who Trump pardoned from China, they put a golden statue for him. And Hamptonism's like, yay, it's going higher. Crypto is November 3rd. Right before crypto did not go higher. Anywho. Remember when Elon, it's like 2022, went on SNL when Dogecoin was at like 65 cents and told everybody to buy it? And he would crash right after that. And it's never come anywhere close to 60 cents again. Fascinating. Shit might get really cold, y'all. Hey, Pacific Northwest. Back to back Pacific storms coming. Rain, mountain snow, wind, and travel delays. I'd like to say thank you again to Asteroid Fight Club, all the super cool people out there who've helped us avoid World War III. Oh yeah, Thor News 13-year anniversary is the 23rd of November. But seriously, thanks to everybody out there who is awesome and helping everybody keep it together. Yay. I don't know, at some point, maybe they're just going to turn Earth into a giant data center. No, wait. I'm going to stay positive, and you are going to stay cool. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon.